that's something that we actually already began in our first service today, and I'm sure will continue for as long as this peace graces our sanctuary. So I thank you for that gift, for the gift of beauty, and especially for your presence this morning. Thank you, Sanjoy. Please join us and let us celebrate you with applause.
Good morning. Good morning. Before I start the talk of the painting, I would like to thank UECS and especially our beloved and respected Reverend Ania for giving me this opportunity. Without opportunity, the talent is not really, it doesn't mean much. There's a famous quote by Napoleon Bonaparte, ability is nothing without an opportunity. So I feel really, because I myself discovered whether I can do this big, huge work or not, I was not sure. And because of this opportunity, I was able to, I had a confidence, I always wanted to do big paintings. I created some of the large paintings of like around 6 feet, 8 feet, but I never thought that I can really create a big, larger piece. Always whenever I was looking at these walls, I used to get the idea I should have a big painting here, a big painting here. That was my dream, but it was inside me. But our Reverend Anya, I think she visualized out, maybe she saw what I'm having in my mind, and I was provided with this opportunity, and I said, yes, I can do. Then I didn't know where I can do this painting. My house is also not this big. Yeah, how to hang the painting before but I accepted, yes, I will do. That was the confidence I had. And I started collecting the material. I didn't know what material I do. And because I never tried bigger paintings, always I used to buy Winsor & Newton standard colors, 200 ml. So, but this time it was different. Then I started doing more research. I bought really huge quantity of paint from wholesaler. It's all new experience for me, and I bought a new big roll of 50 feet roll. I bought for the canvas. So I was not sure how much I need to cut and all. But anyway, it was all new experience, and I'm very thankful again for this opportunity. And the painting, the sketch and all, I will explain about the title Vishwarupa, why I titled it the Vishwarupa. But before that, I want to give some beginning idea what the painting is about. The forms, whatever we see here, it's all like without giving any thought. I call it as archetypes. It's all like the unconscious images in my mind. We all have some kind of unconscious images which we cannot really consciously we cannot put it to the sketch or on the painting on the canvas. So those thoughts are there, those patterns are there in mind. Then what I do generally, I just sketch them with the high speed while doing some other work, like maybe while singing or something else. I try to put the sketches unconsciously so that I can capture that unconscious images. That's how when I started thinking of making the sketches for this, it was actually at work during lunch hours. I made 3 sketches in maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So without giving much thought, I made a sketch. Then I liked all the 3, but I was not sure which one I need to choose. When I came home, and my best critics are my family, I called my son and put this 3 sketches on the table. First, I called my son. I asked him which one you like, blindly, and he said he voted for one, this one. And I called separately my daughter, and she voted for the same. And finally, my wife, she's the main. Yeah, she has to finalize. And she said this is the best. Then I thought there is something in this, because they all know what I'm trying to do. This about the universalism, and this all the main idea about this is, in this I'm trying to show my thoughts are always, even not this painting, even others also. That's the reason I call my work as a universal start. That's what I started calling myself after joining here. Because it's all about the huge universe. What we see is very limited. The small world, our thinking human beings we think Earth itself is a world. Everyone has different concept about the universe, the limitations, but it is beyond anybody's thinking. Like billions of light years you travel, the whole solar system looks so tiny. Maybe it's not visible. So it is too big to think. So that is what I was trying to. My idea is, other than this, it's called a universal higher consciousness. My idea is like Earth we have, maybe there are several worlds like this, which we don't even have the access, it may be. But everything looks as if somebody is controlling some superpower or whatever you can, that is universal mind, universal higher consciousness. That's the possibility. I'm not saying that there is something controlling, we don't know about that. There is something which look like when you look at the constellations or the group of stars, everything like Leo, all these zodiac signs, you see they are having some forms. They try to give some image, but they are too far from each other, the stars. But still, we get some kind of feelings. It looks some kind of forms, images, whether they're really related, they're working together, we don't know. But it looks universe is working in some kind of, under some rule. It is governed by some rule. That's what I call it as a universal mind. But it may not be there, that's how I feel. It may be there. And about the title, Vishwarupa. In Indian epic Mahabharata, we have, in Mahabharata war, there is a reference for this, Vishwarupa. Like Lord Krishna, he tells Arjuna. Arjuna is one among the Pandavas, 5 brothers who are the main characters of Mahabharata. So he will be teaching the Bhagavad Gita. At that time he tells, this is Vishwarupa. I mean, how the universe, he shows. In the whole episode, only one person who has seen the Vishwarupa is, that is Arjuna. And one more, Sanjaya is another character who has a vision to see the things which are happening too far, or maybe in future what is going to happen. That Sanjaya had the ability to see the future, and he tells whatever is happening in the war, and he explains it to the king Dhritarashtra. These are the only 2 people who saw the Vishwarupa. Vishwa means it's a universe, Rupa means it's a form. So how the universe looks, so that is what Lord Krishna tried to show it to Arjuna. So that is the reason especially our Trish, when she came to my home for preview, and we were discussing, she asked me the meaning and explained all these things. At that time, in short, I wanted, because she understands this Mahabharata a little bit, then I thought it makes sense to refer about this Vishwarupa. Then she said, oh, this is the title, you should choose this. Then that's how I gave this title as a Vishwarupa. So that's all. I mean, it's all showing the forms. These are all like, you can think of the forms as a different elements of the universe. Maybe it is not necessarily living or life is there or not, we don't know. So it's all universe. And the dark circle, what I'm trying to show is, it's a darkness, like we have limitations for our knowledge. We don't think beyond that. So 2 heads inside, they think that is the only world, and beyond that, they don't know what is there beyond that. Like we human beings also like that, we don't know. After some, scientifically we know something, but beyond that we also don't know. So that is the one thing I try to show there. And here I'm trying to show some creatures which we like, maybe dinosaurs or whatever. And here the blue, that is a human kind of figure. And I'm trying to show the saga of the human life on this earth here. And this is the connection with the modern generation. The yellow heads here I'm showing, human heads. Their connection to the ancient human life on this earth. And the red carpet, it's like we are having some base. It is coming from long back, we don't know when it started. So it's all based on that. Somewhere the world started. So from there it is developed. That's what is the meaning of my painting. And if you have any questions, please ask me. Yeah.